friends, it's Miss Drywa again. So we're still working on equivalent fractions, and we're still going to continue using multiplication to find equivalent fractions. Again, this is good practice because fractions can be tricky, and I know multiplication can also be tricky, so putting them together makes it very tricky, but we've been practicing and we've been working our way here, and I think we've got this. So let's get started. Now, I'm going to do a couple problems with you. Again, we're going to review our numerator, denominator, then we'll do some problems together. All right, so remember, our numerator is the number on top, and our denominator is our number down below. The numerator is how many equal parts are being described out of how many are there all together, which is what the denominator tells us. All right, so now we have a fraction here, right? We have 2 out of 3. My numerator is 2, my denominator is 3. And now this week we're focusing on finding equivalent fractions, right? And I'm telling you, you can multiply by any number. So again, I'm just going to do a couple of problems for you, and then you can do a couple of problems on your own. So if I have 2 over 3, and I want to find equivalent fraction, we know we're using multiplication this week. So I'm going to make my multiplication symbols. And remember, whatever I do to the top, I have to do to the bottom. Otherwise, my numbers won't be equal, my fractions. So I'm going to multiply 2 by 2, let's say. Because remember, we're not using 1 and we're not using 0. So I'm going to go with 2. We'll start with 2. And whatever I do to the top, I have to do to the bottom. So now I'm all set up, right? And now I can actually do my multiplication. So I do 2 times 2. Now remember, if you have this memorized, beautiful. You're just going to write your answer. If you don't, we have other methods that we can do to solve it. You can make your equal groups. You would make 2 groups with 2 inside and count them. Or you could just skip count by 2 on your touch points. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm 2, 4. So 2 times 2 equals 4. Now I come down to my denominator. And remember, friends, if I'm multiplying by my numerator, my answer is going to be in my numerator. If I'm multiplying by my denominator, my answer is going to be in my denominator. So now I do 3 times 2. So now I need to skip count by 2 3 times. So 2, 4, 6. 3 times 2 equals 6. So 2 over 3 is equivalent to or equal to 4 over 6. Now remember, friends, when we're finding equivalent fractions, the numbers are going to be different, right? Now 2 does not equal 4, but we're talking about the value that 4/6 makes is equal to the same value that 2/3 makes, right? And we saw that when we used circles and charts and our rectangles to help us. So now we're just kind of simply just finding the numbers, the digits, right? So I got 2/3 is equivalent to 4/6. Easy peasy. Let's clear my screen and we'll do another one. Now we have 2/6, and now we have to find the equivalent fraction for 2/6. So right away I'm going to put my multiplication symbols, one up top, one down below. And now I'm going to decide by, I'm going to decide if I want to multiply by a number. We just did 2, so let's do 3. Remember, whatever I do to the top, I have to do to the bottom. I'm going to put my equal sign and my fraction sign. So now I can actually do my multiplication. So 2 times 3. I'm going to skip count by 3 on my 2. So 3, 6. Okay, now I did my top, now I have to do my bottom. Remember, whatever I do to the top, I have to do the bottom. So I'm multiplying my denominator, which is 6, by 3. So I'm going to skip count by 3 6 times. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And that's it. Now I know that 2/6 is equal or equivalent to 6 over 18. Easy peasy, friends. Again, the numbers aren't the same, but the values are equal. The values are the same. Right? This is why we spend so much time on multiplication, to help us do other parts of math. All right, so let's clear that. Let's do our one more together. So now I have 2 9s, or 2 out of 9. Right? And I'm going to put my multiplication symbols because that's what we're working with this week. And now what should I multiply by? Now remember, friends, for the sake of right now learning our equivalent fractions, we can multiply by any number, right? I'm keeping this simple for you. I want you to keep it simple and I want you to get comfortable with it. So I know that multiplication by 7s are a little tough for me, so I'm not going to use them right now. But I know that, let's say, let's do 10s. Now 10s is a really crazy number, but we're getting comfortable with it, right? Easy peasy. I want you to be comfortable. So now again, I'm doing 2 times 10 and 9 times 10, because whatever I do at the top, I have to do to the bottom. So I'm going to skip count by 10 on my 2. So 10, 20. And now I'm going to skip count by 10 on my 9s, right? So we're going to do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Now, friends, these are very big numbers here, right? Very large. But I want you to see how these are still equivalent fractions. Now again, even though 2 and 20 are not the same number and 9 and 90 are not the same number, it's all about the value, because in fact these are equivalent. They are equal. All right? Now typically we wouldn't use a large number like 10. I'm going to ask you to stay between 2 and 5 maybe, because those are the easier numbers. But I wanted to show you that even though 20 is a lot bigger than 2 and 90 is a lot bigger than 9, that these fractions are still equivalent. It really doesn't, not too much about the numbers, it's more about the value, right? All right, friends, let me clear my screen. All right, so remember, keep it simple. Try and do multiply by numbers that you know, because we're just getting used to this right now. And, you know, friends, whatever you do at the top, you have to do to the bottom. You've got this. All right, great job, friends. Keep it up.